releases. And a lot of the time, I think it's a really good idea at the start of a new season or for a holiday, for example, to pick out some items in your collection that you're excited about, that you have already bought for a season, to encourage yourself not to fall trap to the as long as you blot it a little bit beforehand. And it's such a beautiful colour. It's like a really nice poppy standout colour, but it's not too much, so it's a nice statement. Another like statement colour. I just noticed a lot of these lipsticks are pink. I've been really in a pink mood recently. But this is the Gorgeous. Look at the packaging. It's so I don't mean to get it all in your eyes, but this is in the shade Candy Venom. Candy Venom from Fenty Beauty, and it is one of their Mademoiselle lipsticks in this gorgeous packaging. And this is like a hot pink. It's so beautiful. I was bought this for my 19th birthday, just before coronavirus hit. It's a beautiful pink, and this is like the most perfect statement lipstick to wear with like very, like literally just a lick of mascara, and then this on the lips is a nice one because it makes it almost look like you've really tried, even though you haven't, because it's such a statement colour. It's so pigmented, but it's so beautiful. I really like this colour, Candy Venom, and it's very, very summery, like a beautiful statement lip. If I was on holiday, if we were allowed to go on holiday, I can imagine myself just like, you know, at a beachside restaurant with a cocktail and this lipstick. Or maybe like a black dress, or a light pink dress, or a white flowy dress. I wish. most excited for this summer is my Natasha Denona bronze palette. This is my favourite eyeshadow palette in my collection, I think. I got this from my boyfriend for Valentine's Day this year, and I've been wearing it constantly. But this is so beautiful for summer because it really has that like bronze goddess kind of look, and the shades are just so sparkly. I really like these two like orangey tones for summer. This is a beautiful pink, and then this shade here is like such a sparkly like top coat kind of bronzy colour. You have lots of these like nice tanned bronzy mattes, and this corner I'd say is a little bit more autumnal, but if you avoid that corner, I feel like, and maybe these two as well, I feel like this whole palette is actually very summery, and again gives that like bronzy tanned look for summer. Like if you were really really tanned, that colour here, silk, would like light up your face so much. I'm sure I'll be wearing this colour, this palette I mean, a lot during the summertime. Look at how beautiful that is, like bronzy and sparkly. So pretty. So I'm sure I'll be wearing that a lot during the summertime. The other palette that I'm excited for summer is this one. BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. My good friend Izzy bought this for me for Christmas. It was like a secret Santa gift in 2019, I think, Christmas 2019. We went for Christmas dinner, we all opened our gifts. I should probably wipe off the swatches because it's all getting on my leg. But yeah, I'm excited for this palette just because it's got lots of lovely colours in it, and it's very rainbow themed. I don't really like the purples in this palette and some of the greens, but there's like a whole group of pinks I love. This orange really excites me, and strangely these like limey greens really excite me. Like I guess they're kind of like chartreuse, you know, like acidic green. You can see just how pretty they are, and this actually does have decent quality. It's not the best quality I've ever seen in my life, you can see, but they will definitely build up. And recently when I've been wearing colours, kind of like I'm wearing today, I've been going for a bit more of like a wash of colour, and this palette I think would really really do it. Wow, like these blues and this green as well. Beautiful for just like a washy look, which I feel like has been really on trend recently. See, just washed all over with a brush and kind of built up. And then these two colours down here are actually good for inner corner highlights for colourful looks, because you have like a pinkish toned one. So I have loads of eyeshadow all over my fingers now. There's like a pinkish toned one for like a pinkish inner corner highlight. There's like a greenish toned one. You can't see that because I have so many swatches on my hand. That's a really beautiful palette, and I'm quite interested in a lot of the shades. Also the yellows are quite good quality in this. The shimmers aren't that great, if I'm being honest. The shimmers have any